Right, here we are, Sendai in Japan, heading for Wakkanai, that's what it says. External walk time, engine compartment looks good. Yeah. Focus all in, good. Nose gear's good, landing gear, nose wheel's good. Prop blades look fine. Move the engine blanks. Nose gear looks good from the front. Prop blades. And starboard look okay. Engine bay batteries connected, everything looks alright on that. Wing struts good, leading edge. Main undercarriage struts good, brakes, wheels. Leading edge is good, radom's good. Light colour's good, let's take the veto colours off. Wingtip lights are good. Aileron static wicks, good. Flaps. Brakes, main wheels good from behind. Tailplane leading edges all look good. Elevators, static wicks all good. Rudder's good. On both sides. Elevator, both sides good as well. Leading edges are good round here. Doors are closed. Compartments closed. Main wheel's good. Struts good. Brakes are good. Flaps are good. Ailerons and static wicks are good. Light colour's good on the end here. Looks good on the leading edge. Beta colours come off with the other one. Chocks out. Brakes, main gear, wheels, wheel strap. Everything looks good. Right, switch check. Everything is in the off or normal position. Lights are all off. Air conditioning is off. Bleed heat is off. That's all good there. Vents are closed. Right, we turn on fuel selectors, both tanks. Mayfield shut off is open. Right, switches are good. We'll put the breakers in now. Battery on and avionics 1 on. Bizarrely, while I've been loading this up, it's now taken this route and dumped it out. So it's all the information out, not registered. So I have to go back and check it all again. This has been doing this sometimes, I'm not quite sure why. on for a moment.
X-ray. Sendai Airport, information X-ray. 0900 Zulu. Wind 105 at 8. Visibility 6. Sky conditions, view at 2,000 feet. Broken. Temperature 23. Dew point 21. QNH 1014. Density altitude 900 feet. Arriving and departing runways 912. Transition level 145. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information X-ray. Sendai Airport, information X-ray. 0900 Zulu. Wind 105 at 8. Visibility 6. Sky conditions, view at 2,000 feet. Broken. Temperature 23. Dew point 21. QNH 1014. Density altitude 900 feet. Arriving and departing runways 912. Transition level 145. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all run.
To 7th ground. Sendai ground, good afternoon, this is United 559, push the IFR clearance with information X-ray on board.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, information X-ray is current. Clear to Wakkanai via the day before departure, then as filed. Departure runway 9er. Initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 120.4 squawk 6634.
Sendai ground, negative. Request IFR clearance to Romeo Juliet Golf Golf.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Cleared to Tube Center. After departure, fly radar vector NICU, Mayans 5. Departure runway 12. Initial climb to 3000. Departure on 120.4. Squawk 4727.
Clear to Wakkanai via Derby for departure, then as filed. Departure runway 9, initial climb 4,000 feet. Departure on 120.4, squawk 6634. United F559.
YU 123, read back correct. Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, read back correct.
Sendai ground, United 559, ready for engine start.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, you are on ground frequency. Contact tower on 118.7 for departure clearance.
I don't want departure clearance. Sendai ground, United 559, ready for pushback and engine start.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, pushback and engine start approved. Contact apron on 119.999 for tag assistance if needed.
Pushback and engine start approved, 119.99 for tow. United 559. I don't know why you're calling me Alpha Zulu. That's not what I'm logged in as. You can even see that on my ULD 559. Right. Start fuel boosters on. Ignition is on. Clear on the right. Clear on the left. Idle. Got max. Let's start. MG is rising, got rotation 8, 10, 12, full conditioning 2 in, temperature's rising.
Sendai ground, Skymark 152, taxi to the gate.
RPM still rising, temperature's rising, both good.
Using taxiway Bravo 4, Charlie 4, Charlie 5, and Charlie 6.
58, 379, 380, that's good. So, yeah, throttles are responsive. We haven't got passengers to put smoke and seatbelt signs on anyway. Boost is normal.
Ground, Viper Delta 8 for Alpha to New Cheetos Airport. Good morning. Sendai ground, Viper Delta 8 for Alpha requesting clearance to New Cheetos Airport. Sendai ground, repeat please.
Ground, Air Peach 494, holding short of runway 12.
Down before departure.
Skymark 152. IFR flight plan is cancelled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Right, avionics is both on start to start. Ignition is normal. It's on, sorry. Fuel boost normal. It's good, ready to go there. Avs and strobes are on. Right. Push back, please, ground. I know, quite unrealistic because we'll actually be doing a pushback with the propeller.
Good afternoon, Sendai ground, Air Peach 494 at gate 7. Looking for IFR clearance to Chubu International Airport.
Taxi to the gate.
Air Peach 494, Sendai ground cleared to Chubu International Airport, MA-90, 8 departure then as filed. Climb and maintain flight level 340. Departure on 120.0, squawk 1371.
That'll be fine there, thank you very much.
Clear to the Chubu International Airport via the IXE-8 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain flight level 340. Departure is on 120.0, squawking 1371. Air Peach 494. Sendai ground, Air Peach 494, ready for pushback and under start at gate 7.
What have you just appeared there for? Right, we've got a glitch here with this. Unless he moves quite quickly, it's going to be chopped up. Sendai ground, United 559, ready for taxi.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu. Taxi to runway 9er via Alpha 2. Cross runway 12, then Delta 1. Charlie 4, Charlie 3. 3, Charlie. Code 2, Charlie about assess Bravo 1.
Taxi to runway 9 via Alpha 2, cross runway 12, then Delta 1, Charlie 4, Charlie 3, Charlie 2, Charlie 1, Bravo 1, United 559.
Air China, whiskey. 27.
Right, a bit of a sim stutter there, hopefully we don't get too many events away. That's that out the way. Taxi light is on. Clear on the left, clear on the right. Sendai ground, United 559, request clearance across runway 12.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, cleared to cross runway 12.
Cleared to cross runway 12, United 559. Right, we're clear on the left, we're clear on the right, we've got air traffic clearance. Delta, also Charlie 321 and then Bravo 1.
Beach 494 push and start approved. Report ready to taxi.
Push and start approved, Air Beach 494.
Sendai ground, air to 100, taxi to the gate.
Right.
Taxi to gate 7.
We're on Charlie 4 as requested. What's going to happen here now?
Taxiing to gate 7 via taxiway, Charlie 4, Charlie 5, Charlie 6, air to 100.
This is where there are some anomalies still between SayIntentions and the sim. It may be because of the settings on multiplayer and it doesn't put them up very well. But this is the air traffic kind of problem we've got to put up with. I'm now going to get completely squashed by a tube liner. There we go. SayIntentions has no idea what's going on there. As I say, it's likely that it's my settings. I just do a lot of multiplayer flying, so I just leave everything on there. Because of the way we do the flying, we need the air traffic control reality on ultra settings on that one.
Nippon 360 Sendai ground, roger. If you have a request, go ahead.
Roger, we will get back to you in a minute. Thanks.
All Nippon 360, roger, standing by.
No smoking, seatbelt signs are on, strobe nav beacon is on, taxi lights still on at the moment, taxiing still, everything's set for takeoff.
Sendai ground, Viper Delta 8 for Alpha, requesting clearance to New Cheetos.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, contact tower on 118.7, safe flight.
118.7, United 559, thank you. Sorted out. Sendai Tower, United 559 at runway 09, ready for departure. Landing lights are set, flaps are set.
Skyhawk 123 Alpha, Zulu, Sendai Tower, runway 09er, winds 105 at 8, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, United 559. I'm wondering, there's been a sim update today for SayIntentions. I'm wondering whether there's something I've got to redo on there to get the call signs back in correctly, because it's just today that it started doing that. Anyway, we're going clear left, clear right. Right. Fuel mixture is high idle, flaps are set, lights are set. Heading out, right turn. Brakes release, power increase. $40, $50, $60, and rotating. Good rate of climb. 20 knots, flaps up. Engine's good. Little warm, so pulp one back.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, contact departure.
Contact departure 120.4 United 559. Sendai departure United 559 with you 2,300 for 4,000.
Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu, Sendai departure, radar contact, climb via the SID.
Climb via the SID United 559.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, clear to Wakkanai via the Derby 4 departure, then as filed. Departure runway 9er, initial climb 4,000, departure on 120.4, squawk 6634.
It's information you've already given me there, I'm afraid. I don't know why you've gone back on that one. That was my clearance from the ground.
Contact message team approach on 120.1. Roger 1. At Derby. We're dialed in now.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, please expedite your climb to 9,000 feet.
We'll keep current altitude until reaches Sambo. Piper Delta 4 Alpha. Okay, understood. We'll keep current altitude until Sambo, then climb to my filed altitude of 1,000 feet. Piper Delta 84 Alpha.
Piper 84 Alpha, roger. Maintain current altitude until Sambo, then climb altitude. Your filed altitude of 1,000 feet.
Can you repeat please to which frequency should I switch? Piper Delta 84 Alpha. Can you please confirm vectors for runway 27 visual, Piper Delta 84 Alpha.
Piper 84 Alpha, turn right heading 070.
Heading 070 confirmed, Piper Delta 84 Alpha. Approach, can you please confirm frequency for tower? I want to prepare my radio. Piper Delta 84 Alpha.
But it's clearing up a little bit as we're heading inland anyway.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu. I need you at 9,000 feet, sir.
Anything to say, Steve? No. Well, I want to tighten the straps up a little bit. I'm floating midair. Alright, we're at 9,000 feet. We're away from the airport now. Just turn the landing lights off. A commercial aircraft is 10,000 feet if we turn everything off, lights wise, but a small GA aircraft normally, once we're away from the airport and at a safe altitude, we'll do that, unless the weather's a bit rough. Nice to set up. We've got 160 airspeed. True airspeed is 187. We've got a side wind. We'll be turning onto that, so we should get a 9 knot tailwind. So that'll probably take us up to close on 200 knot ground speed.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu. Contact Tokyo Control on 118.9er.
118.9er, 3 Alpha Zulu. I'm going to stick to calling it 3 Alpha Zulu because it's not actually doing what I'm telling it to do. So I just use the terminology today, even though I'm normally United Flight 5 now. And that's what it says on that. So 118.93. Why does it do that? Right, I'm just going to have to wait for this to run away with itself. Well, I've got a macro keyboard and it's got 4 dials on there. And as you can see, I've dialed one of them and it's gone into runaway mode. Occasionally it does this. I just can't get it to stop. I'll press down on the SayIntentions to see if I get 118.93. There we go. Tokyo Control 3 Alpha Zulu with you at 9,000 feet. Well, I tuned to exactly as you said. This isn't the first time SayIntentions has done this. It's given me a frequency. I've clicked on the number, it's changed it over, and it's an invalid frequency. 3 Alpha Zulu with you at 9,000 feet. Good afternoon, Tokyo Control.
You are 400 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 360.
Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu. Tokyo Control identified. Ohayo gozaimasu. Higashain QNH 1015.
Climb and maintain flight level
QNH 1015, 3 Alpha Zulu.
502.
Climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climb and maintain flight level 310 on Eastbound 360.
very lumpy bit of snow there. And that's a technical term for a lot of individual peaks. Tokyo Control 3 Alpha Zulu requests altitude change flight level 150, please.
Japan Air 2180.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, climb flight level 150.
Roger, flight level 150, 3 Alpha Zulu.
American 308 Delta Echo, like to get an AFR clearance to RJTT.
American November 308 Delta Echo Tokyo Center, clear to the Tokyo International Aerodrome via the IXE-8 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain flight level 320. Departure frequency will be 126.2, squawk 2511.
the fuck are you doing there? Avionics is all over the place now. Right, let's take this back off. Let's get back onto here. I don't know what you've just done. Send to avionics. Right. There's the line. Why have you pulled away from that? No, no, no. We can see this is where you're supposed to be going. Pick this up afterwards then. Heading then GPS. I'm not quite sure what the sim was doing then. I've just sent the flight level change to air traffic control and to the aircraft, and it dumped everything that was on there and decided to do something completely different. But anyway, we've got it back now. At the end of the day, it is only a sim. It does do some weird things sometimes. It's not to say that a real aircraft won't do weird things at times. They do that.
Tokyo Center, Skymark 790. Flight level tree 40. Skymark 790, Tokyo Center. Radar contact continue.
Tokyo Center 308 Delta Echo with you at 13,000 for 32,000.
Amriken November Tree 08 Delta Echo Tokyo Center radar contact. Climb via the SID. Maintain 215 knots until reaching flight level 260.
500 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level tree 40. Maintain present altitude, Skymark 790.
Tokyo Control 3 Alpha Zulu, radio check.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, loud and clear.
Glad about that. you, Sim Stutter. Well, we cut off part 1 here. See you in part 2.